Hello, everyone. It's Shamila Ramjawan from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's the Red Corner show's first birthday, as well as Women's Month in South Africa. I am celebrating this Women's Month with 31 inspirational women from across the globe. Today, my guest on the show is Sahiba Chadha Vaid from India. Sahiba is the founder and owner of Aesthetic Horizons by SNS. She is a certified life coach, cognitive behavior therapist, neuro linguistic practitioner, a motivational speaker, and an upcoming author. She's passionate when it comes to helping people, a hardworking professional who has managed to kick the corporate bucket to start her own venture and take up life coaching as an inner calling. Through her work, she's touched over 200 lives through life coaching and CBT. Today, Saiba will share her story of escaping a wedding based on dowry, overcoming challenges of a wedding called off by her, fighting anxiety and depression, and becoming a successful life coach. Hello, Sahiba, how are you doing?
Hi, Shamila. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me over. It's a pleasure.
It's such an honor to have you on the show, and I'm so looking forward to our chat to get to know you. And what's it like now in New Delhi, India?
Yeah, I'm from New Delhi, India. It's a beautiful place. I'm sure you visited us, right?
Lots of times. It's my favorite place in India.
Awesome, awesome. Great. And thank you for a beautiful introduction. Uh, you know, it feels great to hear those words from you.
It's my pleasure. There's so many questions just running through my mind right now, and there's so many things I want to inquire about you and just find out more as to how you
Yeah.
went through certain stages in your life. But before we go into the chat, please tell the audience a little bit about Saiba Chadha Vaid. Who is she?
So, hi everybody. I am Sahiba Chadha Vaid. I am a life coach by profession, and currently I run my own firm by the name of Aesthetic Horizons by SNS. I have been into business of life coaching, of helping people for about 3.5 years now. But my firm has been there for 3 years, and in these 3 years, by God's grace, I have helped a lot of people who have been suffering from anxiety disorders or depression or personality issues. Behavioral therapy is what I provide to them, and it's been a beautiful journey ever since. Prior to this, I was working with one of the big four companies as an auditor. If you know of KPMG, I was an auditor with KPMG India, and it was a beautiful company, a beautiful job, but that wasn't my inner calling. So I worked there for about 4.5 years, and then I could quit my corporate bucket uh, because my inner calling was very different. And as soon as I kicked my corporate bucket, I started with my own venture, and here I am today talking to you, discussing about my life and things that I do in my life.
Wonderful. So, escaping a wedding based on dowry. Now, I know
Yeah,
there's a lot of arranged marriages when it comes to Indians, especially in India.
yeah.
Take me through that, and why did you decline and call off the wedding? I'm just keen to hear
Okay.
about this.
So this is the first time I'm publicly talking about this. I talk to people about this on a personal basis, but so this was not an arranged marriage. Firstly, it was a love marriage that I was
Oh
about
my
to get into,
goodness.
and yeah, and just a month before my wedding, the guy placed a demand, and his family placed the demand to not me, my dad, and uh, my dad was quite okay with it. But then I thought that why is it coming? What is the mindset behind this? It might, uh, you know, get to more things later on into the marriage, and it might just multiply. They might start asking for new things, or they might even start torturing me for some reason, because the way that demand was put forward, I tried to deny it by saying that you can afford this thing, so why don't you just buy it,
Mhm.
or let my family contribute a part of it. But it became such an issue. There was a lot of abuse, there was a lot of emotional abuse, there was verbal abuse, and they came down to the level of telling me and my family that on such a small thing you're creating such a fuss, you're spending so much money as it is over the wedding, and you can't do one thing. That is the moment when I realized that it is not about that one thing. I can afford it, my family can afford it, but it is about the mindset.
Yes.
If for the wedding they could ask for so many things and they could create an issue over such a small thing,
Mhm.
that was the testing time for that guy. And that person at that very moment flipped completely and showed me a very different side. And that is when I realized that no, this is not the kind of setup that I want to get into.
Mhm.
And by God's grace, I had very, very, very supportive parents, and till date they are very supportive. And they just told me that if you're not comfortable, we still have time to save you from this
Wow.
kind of a marriage setup. And that clicked, and I made a decision that time that okay, this is not what I'm going to do with my life. I am not supposed to compromise on any terms. I'm very well educated, I earn for myself, I support my family with things, and I don't need to get into such demands. That
Yeah.
is the time that I called it off. I completely refused to get married. I didn't want to talk to that guy anymore. It was a huge emotional trouble for me because it was a love marriage. It was, not an arranged marriage setup. But despite that, I made that tough call, and here I am, happily married today.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, I recently got married. See,
Lovely. Congratulations.
yeah. So that's how it was. It took me a lot of time to get out of it. I went through a lot of trauma emotionally. I went through depression. I pulled myself out of it. Again, thanks to my parents and their support, I could come out of it. And, it was a tough journey. Calling off your wedding right before it, telling all the relatives about it, friends asking questions. You yourself are facing so much trouble because, picture your life in a certain way and then boom, it just blows off.
Yes.
But
How
I
long
think
did you know the
effort.
guy for?
Quite long, quite long.
Wow.
We dated for about 2 years. I knew him for a very long time before that also. But despite that, it wasn't easy. And whenever, I get any female client telling me that she's facing any sort of abuse or something, so I just ask them one simple question. Is this what you deserve in life? Are you supposed to have all this in your life? And then, they give the answer themselves. Not that I want them to call off their weddings or, have troubles with their partners, but then I encourage them to speak about it, to be vocal and express what they are feeling, because that is something that's missing a lot these days. So yeah, that is pretty much my journey. And then I got myself out of it completely. Went through a lot of trouble, faced a lot of things, and then I trained my mind into better things.
Mhm.
And that is when life coaching happened to me, when I was completely out of that depression phase and facing all those troubles. I started reading more about what I'm doing right now, and I took a professional course into life coaching, then into cognitive behavioral therapy, then into neuro linguistic practice. And that's when I started helping people, mostly females, because here in India, as you know, there are a lot of societal parameters which have been set, which are not right, which have been running for years, and nobody wants to voice out any troubles that they face. Uh, so yes, I help a lot of females back here in India, and happily married, helping people, changing lives. That's what I do now.
I love that. Changing lives. That is so important. So you actually doing what you are passionate about, which is great.
Yes, 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 yes. It was a big decision, leaving my job because it was a very good company. It was a very well-paying job, but ultimately what I realized was that that's not what I would want to do for the rest of my life. And that's when I decided that I'm still young, I can still go with it, I can still discover new places for myself. And I took that decision, I took that call, and it's been great so far by God's grace.
Yes, for sure. So you started this company. What were the challenges that you faced?
A lot of them. Firstly, telling people about what life coaching is, because most of the people here in India do not understand the concept of mental health, right? Either they just completely declare you as a crazy person who's mad, or they would be in complete denial of it.
Mhm.
So, educating people, youth, females, about the fact that there is something called as mental health, which you need to take care of, just the way you take care of your physical health. You need to take care of your mental health, and it includes a lot of things. It
Mhm.
includes a lot of parameters. So educating people about it was one challenge that I faced a lot. Even today people ask me, what is life coaching, what do you actually do? And instead of explaining now, I just say one simple thing. I say I change your life, that's it,
Yes.
and it'll be for good.
And that is fulfilling. I'm sure you just feel so nice about it.
Of course, it's a beautiful feeling when you see somebody improving in their life and becoming the best version of themselves. Because, uh, when you're a part of somebody else's journey, it's a different high altogether. It's
Mhm.
beautiful when people come back and they tell you that, life has changed so much and so many good things are happening. They attract whatever they want to, they manifest whatever they dream of, be it a beautiful relationship, be it, having children or having a good life or getting the job of their dreams or setting up their own business firms or whatever. But, you know, uh, when they come back and they tell you after 6 months or 8 months or 1 year that, things have just changed and life is so beautiful now. That's the best feeling. I think that's my earning out of this business actually.
Yes. No, I can believe that, and I can really understand how you feel because it's something that you are really doing that you actually want to change the lives of people. That's exactly what you said. And, with helping
Right.
people, it makes a huge difference in your life as well because you are positive and proud of what you're doing, which is great.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, every morning when I wake up, it's a very beautiful feeling because I wake up with the thought that okay, today I'm going to do something for somebody,
Yes.
and there is a clear vision, there's a clear goal of helping one human being at least during the day. And it's a beautiful feeling altogether. I mean, you have a purpose to wake up to every
Yes.
morning.
Yes. That is such a
Yeah.
nice feeling. And, I feel the same with the Red Corner Show, where I get people like you that chat to me and inspire others, by just sharing your story because you never know who you're going to impact, which life you're going to impact, and you don't know who's going through the same thing that you've been through as well.
Yeah. I've been following the Red Corner show lately, and you're doing a tremendous job. Hats off to you for connecting so many different people from all across the globe and, making them talk about their own journeys. And truly, it's inspirational when you hear so many people talk about it, women especially, because uh, being the most suppressed of all humans, women talking about their success is amazingly beautiful. So, hats off to you. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
Thank you so much. It's people like you that make a difference that come on the show to share your stories. But
Thank you.
I'm sure in this journey of yours, you've come across a lot of people. Who would you say inspired you or inspires you?
Um, to be very honest, my mom is the biggest inspiration for me. I mean, the way she handles situations, the way she handles people, the way she manages entire household, it is beautiful. It is absolutely amazing. The kind of wisdom she has had throughout her life, the kind of upbringing that she's given to us. me and my sister both.
Mm.
It is actually inspirational. That's what we talk about these days. We call it as parenting in today's times. But the way she made us to be open-minded, she made us really confident. It's all because of her. So she is my biggest inspiration. Even today, she manages everything by herself. Everything.
Wow.
And second is, of course, my dad, because he has been a pillar of strength for all of us in all times. He has let us travel solo. He has let us do whatever we wanted to do. He never stopped us. Despite being girls in India, he has never stopped us from anything. Anything.
That is
I wanted to travel solo at a very young age. He was up for it. He said, I know you can handle things. I know you can manage yourself. I know I've trained you into managing any tough situation. So go live your life. And you won't believe this, Shamila, but I started working at the age of 17 and a half.
wow. Can you believe?
And I was studying full time, working part time throughout my graduation, throughout my post graduation. And this happened only because of my parents and because of this experience of starting so early in life. I have so much of experience. I have so much of learning.
Yes.
Had it not been because of my parents, I don't think I would have had the same confidence to talk to you today like I am talking today.
Yes, but I think it's also the trust issue, and I think they've instilled good values in growing you up as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very obvious because, you know, at a very young age, we were told very clearly that what are the boundaries that we need to maintain. There has to be an ethical reason for doing anything that we do.
Mhm.
Okay, there can be nothing unethical that we do in our lives, be it studying.
Mhm.
You won't believe this, but I have never bunked any class
That's good.
throughout
Sounds like me.
because I never felt the need to,
Yes.
you know, and that is only because I had a fixed mindset that I don't need to do one such thing which might bring me to a situation where, I cannot face my parents, maybe.
Mhm.
If they are called to my school or college, what will I tell them? Why did I bunk? Just for a little fun,
And
you
I
know?
think that's
So
where
the
the
smallest,
respect comes in.
yeah, right. So the smallest of things to the biggest, I think every value that I have today is instilled into me because of my parents.
Absolutely. Well, well done to your parents, and I hope you get them to watch this as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. They love to see this.
Saiva, a beauty queen and winning numerous awards. Please
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about this. Why did you enter a beauty pageant? Well, I can tell, you are gorgeous. So, but
Oh,
why
thank you
did
so
you
much.
enter a beauty pageant?
Okay, so before being this gorgeous diva that I am right now, I've been very tomboyish in my life, and because I started working really early and traveled solo a lot, faced a lot of challenges during that time also. So I was very, very tomboyish, and once in my childhood, somebody said that she is very, very boyish. So that one thought was there in my head, and when I left KPMG and I was doing my own venture, so I just came across an opportunity wherein, I was called to participate in a beauty pageant. It was quite challenging because I cannot even walk straight, and walking the ramp was completely, a different zone for me. But I love challenges. I took it up and I won the pageant in the second place. Uh, Firstly, it was an answer to all those people who used to call me a boy, that, even this boy can become a beauty queen. So that was there. Secondly, I wanted to overcome this fear of uh, being very girly. because
Mhm.
being girly is uh, it does not carry that kind of strength
Mhm.
in your in within you. But eventually, when I won the pageant, not a bit changed in me. I am still very outspoken. I am still very boyish. I still love going out on my trips. I still love traveling solo, and nothing has changed. So, this was an answer to the people who used to think that, she's very boyish, and to become a girl, you need to be very polite and very shy and very humble and this and that, the typical qualities that people associate with being a girl. So, this was an answer to them that that's not required. That's really not required. A girl can still be very outspoken, she can be beautiful, she can be a beauty queen, all at once.
Mhm.
You don't need to change anything, being a girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. You've achieved so much in your life. So where to from here?
Sorry?
Where to from here? What's next for you?
Loads. My ultimate aim is to touch at least 1 million lives.
1 million.
And
You can do it.
yeah, yes, I know. So
Positivity.
yeah, I'm just trying to do that. I do a lot of free webinars for people who want to get into affirmations, law of attraction. I am coming out with a lot of courses of my own, which are short term, long term, medium term. Because my goal right now is to grow bigger in terms of reaching more people. Firstly, I am trying to go international. I am connecting with a lot of life coaches across the world. We are doing a lot of collaborations. I am being a part of their programs. They are being a part of my programs. And, so the journey is going on. I have a bigger vision of having a school which teaches life skills along with the normal studies.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think about 5 years down the line, I see myself, building that school and running it. So yeah,
Wow, love that. I love the positive energy. So, Saiba, if one wants to collaborate with you or just join one of your free webinars, how does one get hold of you?
okay. So you can either reach out to us through Google, or you can reach out to us through our Instagram handle. It's Aesthetic Horizons by SNS. We are 24/7 available, me and my team. And yes, DM us. That's the best way possible. I keep floating out about my programs that I run, about the free things that I give away usually. And currently, because we completed 3 years in July, so I'm currently running an offer for all the females. This is female specific, but it's for them, that I am giving a free, absolutely free 30-minute call with me. And in this 30-minute call, about their issues, even if they don't have any issues, just for a normal upliftment or a little guidance, they can call me absolutely free of cost. If you're in a different time zone, I will schedule a Zoom call with you. So that's the easiest way to reach out to me, my Instagram handle.
What an offer. Well, I'm going to be one of your first people that's going to come on and
Love.
we're going to have that little 30-minute chat.
Awesome. I'd love to speak to you apart from this, professional zone also.
It's not professional. No, the Red Corner show is really casual. It's an informal show where you come on and
Yeah.
you just be yourself. We human beings, we're allowed to make mistakes. We just go with the flow. So yes, it's
Yeah.
not a formal chat show.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's
that's
unscripted.
that's the
You didn't.
beauty of it.
It's unscripted. You didn't see the questions before we started the show.
Yeah,
So,
of course. Of course not. I mean, but then what I meant to say was that we connected through professional channel, right? So apart from that, also, of course, I would love to speak to you. And this show that you're doing is absolutely wonderful. I mean, it is so candid And the way you ask about people's lives and the way you share it with your audiences, it's amazing. It's awesome.
Thank you so much. And, we have a mutual friend. Do you want to say something
Yes,
about Dr. Udit Raj?
oh my God. Dr. Udit Raj was my, the place that I live in. He was the member of parliament over there,
Yes.
and that's how I got to meet him. He came on one of our shows, and ever since, I have been with him, and I was with him throughout his election campaign also. He's a wonderful, wonderful person who truly believes in uplifting people. He has worked so hard throughout his life to uplift females. He is an amazing support system. I mean, you won't believe, but I have seen him, even you have seen him supporting females so much,
Yes.
be it your show, be it my talk show, be it my work. He has always been there, and the way he provides support, you call him at midnight, he will take your call, he will
Yes.
attend your call, he will provide support for your issue, and it's beautiful. I mean, there is nothing like a politician in him, because he is so supportive. He's always available for people, and I absolutely love him.
He's
Seriously.
so amazing. I went to his house twice. He hosted me twice for dinner at his house. What a fantastic
Yeah, he loves
family.
doing that. He
Beautiful
loves doing
family.
that. Yes, yes, yes.
I met his wife and his son and daughter. Beautiful family.
Absolutely. And his wife, Seema ma'am, she
Yes.
is such a humble human being. Oh my God, I love talking to her and I love meeting her and I appreciate her so much. She's so gorgeous.
He's beautiful. Yes, absolutely
She is
beautiful.
indeed.
But all of you, I
Ab-
think the women in India are gorgeous.
So are you. There's nothing specific about India. You're beautiful.
Thank you so much. Saiba, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
I just want to tell people one simple thing that anybody and everybody who's watching this, guys, please take your life seriously. Not so seriously, but be very particular about being in a very, very good mental state. It's essential that you stay in a very good mental state. Do not ignore any signs of any mental trouble that you have. Or just like, you visit a physician whenever you have a pain or any other ailment. Same way, please go to a therapist, please go to a counselor. Do not hesitate. It is not a taboo anymore to talk about your mental health. So, yes, give yourself that importance, because there's one life, live it to the fullest. And the only way to live it to the fullest is being in that state of mind that you love your life.
And take care of yourself. Yes, I so agree. And especially with COVID-19, it's come and affected the entire world. And all of us are mentally challenged, so you take care of yourself and go and seek help. That's such great advice. But just
Yeah.
your words of inspiration, hope to women in South Africa, being Women's Month.
Women all across the globe, in South Africa and any other part of the world, you guys are a powerhouse in yourselves, okay? So please, please, please treat yourselves like that. Just be that power that you look out for, that you seek out for in others. You have it within you.
What an amazing way to end the show. Thank you so much, Sahiba Chadha Vaid from New Delhi in India, for coming on board and chatting to me on the Red Corner Show. I wish you all the best in whatever you do. And to the audience out there, if you would like to be on the show, please contact me on redcornershow@gmail.com. And you too can be inspiring the rest of the world. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.